This is my family reunion shirt that my peoples made at the family reunion, and try not to mess up my makeup. It's the Wilson family reunion, and as you can see, we've got people in here listed. At the very top, we got um, May Wilson. Looked like Beatrice for a second. I was like, who the heck is Beatrice? But then we go all the way down here to the bottom, and we see that some of the family founders are Isidore Wilson, Spencer Wilson Sr. Isidore was born in 1900, Spencer Sr., 1877, Sorelda Wilson or Tribo Wilson, 1879. No death date because I'm fairly certain that they were enslaved. Um, but here, let me get this a little bit closer. Abraham Lincoln Williams, 1878, 1883. Alma Williams. So this is the family reunion uh, uh, shirtage, I guess you could call it. These are the shirts that were made by, I think my uncle made them. I'm pretty sure. My uncle B. But I'm a foundational Black American. I've been in this country for, well, my blood, my people, for generations and generations. I'm pretty sure we date back to the founding. Now, as foundational Black Americans, we don't always know too far back into our, stuff. But I want you to see some comments. The rest of this video is not going to feature me. I want you to see, me physically, but I wanted to physically be in this picture, in this video because I'm just like, I want you to see who's speaking before I, go further into this. And we're just going to get into it. So this is my ancestry. .com, my family tree. I titled it the Ferguson family tree because it's my family tree. And I'm following Ferguson's and Williams and Wilson's. So, and I'll probably throw in Stegall's at some point. But anyway, it starts with me and my brother. I was born in 94, and my older brother was born in 93. Our sperm donor, Dewan Ferguson, killed him and hid his body. He killed him in front of me in June 11, 2003. And then he hid his body somewhere we don't know to this day where he is. He didn't get arrested and in prison for life for it until just recently when I was the key witness who helped put him away for life 2 years ago or 3 years ago or so. What is this? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was like, what is going on over here? Anyway, well, no. Okay, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so this is my mother. This is my sperm donor, our sperm donor. We do have another sister that I need to add in here because he impregnated my younger stepsister when she was a kid. So she gave birth to my half niece, step niece, sister, something. Um, but my mother's siblings are Sharon, Baron, and Ebony. And then, oh, I can't get closer. Okay, cool. And if we go up to their parents, we've got Theodore and Sandra Williams and Wilson. Um, Obviously, my grandmother became Wilson, and that's why my aunt's name is Sharon Williams because she had my aunt before she met my grandfather. And I'm still going to look into more about her people and go further into that. But I already have some of the information because I showed you some of that on the t-shirt earlier. So then we have, and the reason that I'm doing this, mind you, is because people are questioning my identity as a foundational Black American. So, and I'm gonna get to why they're doing this, but I just want to go ahead and get through this real quick because you got this talk about people about like if you're not on the 1870 census, your people aren't there, then you're not F.B.A. and we know our people, so they're more willing to claim, in step with the video that I put out, they're more willing to claim a woman who is ambiguous, racially ambiguous, so ambiguous that I thought she was Chinese, but she's actually indigenous. And I apologized for that. Although I clearly made it, a point to say that I did not know her ethnicity and her race. So I wasn't just going to pretend that I knew and that this was guessing. So, it's not like I really gave misleading or some kind of information or something like that. But anyway, what was I going to say? They're claiming, if you're not an 1870 census or 1860 census, your people or before, then you're not a foundational Black American, whatever that means. But at the end of the day, we are. But what do you call it? So we've got Elizabeth A. Wilson, who is my great grandmother, who just died in 2013. I say just because she lived such a long life. She was 106 years old, and she died the night of her birthday. So like she got to celebrate her birthday and everything. And then her husband, Isidore Wilson Sr., born in 1900. He died in 56. Oh, they got some potentials for me. Then we've got Sorella Tribune Wilson, and I think it's Sorelity, with a C, Tribune Wilson. So 4 names. And she was born in 1877. We don't have a death date for her. And I'm pretty sure she comes from New Orleans. And then, because a lot of my family comes from New Orleans, we're also Creole. Spencer Wilson Sr., her husband, he moved, I believe, to no. He's from New Orleans as well, I'm fairly certain. And he was born in 1877 and died in 1944. And then, where is Tribune? Okay, well, for some reason, it's so weird. I had Tribune Wilson in here. So there is one more person above Sorella. Oh, here it is. I just didn't click. I was very upset. I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm over here. I didn't even get to 1960 or 1860. Oh my God. So they really gonna claim I'm not foundational now, even though I went all the way back to 1877. Um, so Tribune Wilson, as I said, is the father of Sorella Sorality, Tribune Wilson. And he I'm fairly certain was born in. I don't think they have his birth. They either don't have his birth or don't have his death. Oh, they don't have either one. Okay, but clearly he was born well before, at least a minute before 1877. So, and then I've even got his parent, one of them. I could have sworn I had one of them. Where's Liz? Where's Liz Wilson? Have we gotten? Did we get where I need to go with that? Hate children? No, don't hate children. Okay. Oh, here we go. Lizzie Wilson. She's not Tribune Wilson's mother. She's actually around the same age as Tribune Wilson. She was born in 1856, allegedly, and she has no death date either. And and she's Willison. So this is where we see the change from Wilson to Willison. So these are this is my great, great, great grandmother, my third great grandmother. And I believe that is all I have at the moment discovered of my Ferguson Wilson family tree. So that's one, two, three, four, five, six, and then there are more generations after this, after us, but not on my tree at least. So that's six generations on my tree that we have. And they go back as far as 1956, maybe even earlier, depending on when Tribune was born. So it's just really funny to me that people sitting up here fucking trying to talk all this shit. But this is what it's kind of ironic, honestly, because this is what old girl was talking about, the Ian or the Harm and Harmony. Is that she runs into a lot of these, people who are very xenophobic and this, that, and the third, and separatist. And I conceded that point in my video. It's a very apt video, which is why I didn't take it down just because I thought that she was Asian, because it still applies. Like, all of the points that I made about the Asian community, about the black community, about ambiguousness or ambiguity, those are all valid conversations. And all of them except the, obviously the Asian one apply to her. But even aspects of it apply to her. But anyway, but it is a little different because I will acknowledge that if she is black, foundational black American, and she is indigenous, then she does have a foundational black American's perspective. She still has a racially ambiguous one, but she does have somewhat of a perspective. So I would have to know who her people are, her ancestors, or excuse me, what makes her black, like what kind of black she is. Is she, what ethnicity is her blackness? Black is a race. What is the ethnicity? But anyway, it's just funny because people are talking all this stuff, and this is exactly what we're talking about. Like, we're out here, Toni Morrison put it best. I forget exactly how she worded it, but it was basically like, white supremacy will have you out here explaining yourself over and over again, proving yourself over and over again for an audience that only wants to see you fail. So even within the community, assuming that these are not bots in my comment section, and who am I talking about? I'm talking about these people. So here's one. I can't get this time back. Please research. Okay, well, this isn't one in particular. I knew you were a Tether. This is the main culprit. I don't know what this LR is. What even is that? F.B.A. is always cosplayed by you. The English is ridiculous. Immigrants, LR, LR, LR. If your family wasn't in the USA in 1860 or earlier, you're not American US. So obviously I responded to that. You must be a bot account because when on earth did I ever claim that I was not from this country? My ancestors date back to the founding of this country and have always been here. I know the names of some of the people who were enslaved by this country within my family. Tribune Wilson of Virginia. My family spreads all throughout the United States of America, so I guess that's why your comment didn't get a single like. Of course, I guess he went back and liked his comment. Not here for likes, Tether. So, it's like you're not even spelling Tether right. Like, what is this? This has to be a bot account. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't even show my face in the video, dummy. So how are you calling me non-F.B.A.? Like, you know what I'm saying? Check the census, babes. We F.B.A.s. Oh, we F.B.A.s. Okay. No immigrants. Tether. Grifters by your voice. LR, LR, LR. 1756. LR, LR, LR. Foundational Black American U.S. So what is this? 1756. Grifters by your voice. So because I speak, and I wanted to speak to this as well because this is anti-blackness, perpetuated presumably within the community. And even if this is a bot account, this is a real thing. Like, people have always asked me where I'm from, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? But people ask me from my own hometown, ask me on a regular basis where I'm from because I speak in a proper fashion. I speak English in a proper way. You know what I'm saying? I speak it properly. And and I'm also a voice actress, but because I am, and I'm also a transgender woman, and I have to hold myself in a certain way and present myself in a certain way. Otherwise, people don't want to listen to me. You know, sometimes I don't even want to listen to myself. So, and that might just be programmed into me because of the anti-transness that I experience and anti-blackness simultaneously. But there are reasons that I sound the way I sound, including the fact that I'm a pre-law student who is majoring in criminology and criminal justice and about to start law school next year. You do have to speak clearly in court, bitch. So, anyway, I was like, you're a bot, dummy. And I used your correctly. In step with the writings of Toni Morrison, I'm not going to let you distract me by having me explain myself for white supremacy, but the video of my genealogy is coming. Have fun in the comments, and I thank you for helping the algorithm. He's like, F.B.A.s always have help, you teethers. So this bot, or whatever it is really spelling tethers, teethers. Like, I mean, this either makes it very clear that this is a bot, or that, like I said, and or that I said, like I said, this is an uneducated, unintelligent person who is, you know, a distraction of some kind. You're welcome. And even though they knew how to, they know how to spell your, they didn't fucking use it correctly in this moment. You could have used it right here instead of earlier when you improperly used it. But, I mean, I digress. If your family wasn't in the U.S. So this woman actually is the one who made me look into her race. The topic of the video. She put she is mixed race, being black and Mexican, and she got caught in the miseducation of who the F.B.A. and ADOS are all about. She is like most people who are not and have not lived the life who are foundational black Americans. Unfortunately, the census are still making us African American. And then this bot put you are not F.B.A. you are a Tether. So they actually spelled Tether right. This person puts she doesn't have to be. There is no relevance in F.B.A. Okay, whatever that is. And then Stephen Ward puts none at all. I don't know what those mean, so I didn't even respond to them. But it's just more of the same. So it's just really funny to me because it's just like I said, a woman like her is going to be more accepted throughout the black diaspora because of how she looks. Whereas a woman like me is going to be more easily railed against because I look more undeniably black. So even though, you know, some would argue that, you know, because people have told me that I look mixed a lot of my life. So even though both of my parents are black, both of their parents are black, everybody I just showed you in their genealogy is black, fully. Except my great-grandmother, actually. My great-grandmother, she was apparently half Native American. So however that works out. But yeah, so that's the video. I just wanted to put this out here. Let me see what these new comments are. It's probably that same dude. Okay, so they put she is native, not indigenous. Her and her people come from Yellow River and was given our identity. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Let these tethers get that word, be one. Trying to see who B1 is. I don't know. But this is exactly why I'm making the video. So there you have it.